What's up, y'all? This is Throne. This is my channel, Perma, meaning I'm permanently here, coming here, dropping this hot fire. Normally, I try to eat earlier, around 8, 9. I know I should eat earlier than that, so I have plenty of time for my food to digest, but, you know, schedule's a little wonky. But I do still get adequate amount of sleep. It's not 6 or 8 hours, unfortunately, but I always get up feeling rested because I normally work out, you know, drink water, you know, breathing exercises, you know. It's the things that just keep all parts of me active. I feel healthy when I wake up, you know. My diet's included in that, so, you know, I wake up feeling wonderful. Use the bathroom, no problems. Everything's good. What's more important? You and your life, or your desires and your lifestyle? And for the sake of what I'm saying, life and lifestyle aren't the same thing. Because I would believe if something was good and worth it and working for you, it'd be continuous. But those things don't really exist in this world. You know, it's just the truth. Acknowledging what you're doing it for. You're not doing it for nobody but yourself. That's all I want people to acknowledge. Give me the truth and allow me to make my own decisions based off of that. But people strip the choice from me and hide things. And it affects me because of the time, resources, teachings. You don't always have to be somebody super superior to give them profound understanding of life or how to move in life differently. It's just about what they want. And sometimes the purest things they get is things that happen in a moment that you can't account for, you can't plan for. I brought up what time it is because it's July 20th, Thursday, and I got my alarm set. One of them is about to go off, actually. My bad for the background noise, but I got some lamb on the stove and some black beans. Shout out to that. And I'm gonna make some jasmine rice with it. Solid. It's gonna be amazing. And tomorrow I'll be making fish with some more rice and some flat leaf spinach. I'm gonna cook it up though so it's real spinach like. Shout out to that. And yeah, when I'm gonna work out, if I'm gonna spend the rest of whatever life I see at this moment in my life, because I don't know how, I can't really plan for every aspect of my life until I'm like 80. I can't do that. But I can plan it for, you know, next 5, 8, 10 years from now. I could do that. So if I'm going to do this, my body needs to be in top physical condition or the best for what I can get it to until I get more precise about what's needed to maintain it. To where I'm not desperate and, you know, for survival. I just don't want to be desperate about survival. I don't want to be like those people, man. They look crazy. My gosh, I just don't want to be. It doesn't matter what I'm perceived, because people can have their own misunderstandings. It's just when they come to it. But you know, I'm not an evil, feckless person. You know, so I'm not asking for a lot. But you know, I'm gonna wait for that food to get done. I might eat it. I might just save it for tomorrow. It won't be the same, right? Unless I put it back on the stove and it wants to do that. So I'm probably gonna eat it. I'm gonna work out a little bit. I'm just here to show myself approved, to prove to whoever doubts me that I can do this, and then I can skate off. Just do what I need to. Go away. It'll be the same way before, during, and after I go. Like I was never there. But the world will be impacted because I was here. That's what I want. Nothing else seems to matter to people, so there's no reason for me to put an obscene amount of time in things that have no longevity. They're not fruitful. They don't bind me to nothing. They don't give me growth or a feeling of accomplishment or completion. It's just, I can't even say it's draining, because once you understand what it is, or you have some inkling, your body shuts that shit off. Your mind, your essence, spirit, whatever it is, your goddamn cognitive function. Like, this person is goddamn trying to drain me. It's not gonna work. It's a stalemate. Immovable force meets a, unstoppable force. Immovable object meets an unstoppable force. Unstoppable force. So, it's one of those things. Cancel each other out. It's kind of sturdy, but still, that's what I'm saying. So, I think, goodness gracious, because I'm about to, after the food get done, I might just wrap it up, because I'm tired. I'm not just trying, because when it's something that you truly want, you don't try. You take whatever comes with it and you see it through. Because it means that much. And it's not like it means that much to the world. It means that much to you. But you forced that want. That want couldn't always have been there. It's because of what happened to you through specific portions of your life that molded your character and influence and personality, and what you deem is important doesn't even have to be right, but it's just because you was raised that way. That's not fair, but I don't judge people for it. And I don't say it's not fair to shame them in that way, no. I think scrutiny is a healthy thing. I think people use shaming so that they don't have to address anything. I don't want to shame anybody. I don't hate anybody. I really don't. My bad, it's a busy street. Yeah, I'm about to lay down though. But I'm gonna try to get something done. Hopefully I can stay up to do this. But yeah. This won't be my main source or my main focus, but I have to start it. I have to be consistent and persevere through it. I can't just leave it half-assed. I can't just be sometime the other. I have to carve time out. That's what you do. Because I know this will matter. I just have to be intentional with what I'm doing. So, despite all that, just like it to, at least tell me you understand where I'm trying to go. It's just about me working through what needs to be said for my part. Everybody has their purpose, their role, their specific portion to contribute and how to express it, and when it's time to speak, what they should say. That's what it is, isn't it? It should never be about you, because if you make what you're doing about you, there's no point in that. It has to be about something more. We all understand that. I know what you're going through is insane, but please don't come at anybody thinking you deserve anything. Don't go into it expecting to earn it in steps that you dictate. Don't go into it expecting to only get what you want. It's alright to reciprocate. Not just sometimes to say you did it, but you should have that feeling for the person you with to just every once in a while, every blue moon, you do something, spur the moment for them. It gotta be better than what you did for them previously. It's not on no time scale or nothing. It's just, don't be intentional. I'm not gonna say that. And don't try. I'm not gonna say that either. Just do it. Make it as secondary. Like breathing. Breathing obviously should be primary, but it isn't. It's second nature. We do it all the time. You know? And it's kind of like it's done for us, but we monitor it kind of thing. It's, do you understand what I mean? So I I don't know. I have a strong suspicion of what I'm meant to do here. And it has to do with speech and speaking and getting through, tapping into people's emotions and feelings on things. It's, it's oversimplified, of course. But it's because so many people are disconnected. I want people to express to me ways to break through that. If it was you, how would somebody break through and get through to you? How would they get you to listen? How would they strip all the other options you have of disregarding to help somebody's trying to give on their terms, but it still benefits you because on your terms it can take the tail end of your life for you to try to rectify something that could only take a second. And you've seen people do this time and time again. What pride and ego is worth that? What pride and ego is worth that? Nothing I've ever seen. The complete happiness, the serotonin, the pleasure and desire is when you do for other people. It's indescribable. You know what I mean? But it's a powerful, that's how powerful it is. You can't describe it, but it's there, and that's the warmest feeling that you would want to embrace you. And it's strange because it doesn't come from you, but you have it in you as well. It's the strangest feeling ever. That's the truth. That is the truth that I seek. That is the path I see. Of course, I could be wrong, but I've seen other people's ideals and ways play out. And it always falters because it becomes more about the women and the men, and not the idea, the thought behind the message, where the message originates from, the purpose of why the message was even created, and to what purpose is it gonna fulfill, Is the majority of people just gonna disregard it as if it's sweet nothing, or will they even attempt? Because it's all an attempt. It's all a fixated perspective. It's a focus. It's like it's bullseye. It's like you're right there. It's not shaky. You're not tilted on it or nothing. You're not wishy-washy or nothing. I've seen people, and I've even caught them in that euphoria, and they're just like, wow, what is this? Literally. Or they're just like, they can do a smile. They can be having a horrid day. And that's the thing about this thing, this feeling, that notion. It can come daily. The closest person you can help is your partner. And it's not partner the way women be saying it in corporations. No. Man and a woman, a husband and a wife. Other things could work, but you have to be more intentional than what has worked before these times. I try to be practical and rational, not against somebody coming against me. I'm not on the defensive. I'm not offended. I really don't have an ego either. That's a wonderful sentiment from that older gentleman, Jason Black. I don't have no ego to offend or inflate. Whatever somebody said, all I've ever heard people do is point out things that are pretty obvious if you just stop in there. So I'm like, okay, you can focus on trying to humiliate somebody, so obviously you understand what's going on with you. It doesn't make sense that you was able to stop everything, disregard the noise, the crowds, everything going on with your parents, your grandparents, other family and shit. His family, the schools, the principals. It can be school, outside of school, college, universities, fucking little groups and programs. It's all the same thing. It's a weird thing. It's like, it's not always the class clown people either that do it. No, it just be, And I'm like, alright, so you can pinpoint people's and it is funny with those people who are making the funnies, they're disrespectful. And of course that doesn't help or motivate anybody. And it takes attention away from what's going on with you. And then the other obvious thing comes out, like, instead of breaking them down, why don't you build them up? Why do we have to tell you that? Why do grown-ass men have to say that? Ugh. Like, what, grown men don't talk like that because it's obvious. Like, ew. Bro, it's like, bro, don't. Every once in a while, yeah. But don't promote that, and especially the whole guys coming at each other in public. I don't care if niggas, have a problem with each other behind the scenes. If y'all want to duke it out, fine. Put each other in the ring. There can be a street fight. If y'all want to shoot each other, that's fine. Y'all can go somewhere and y'all can duke it out there, but nobody else should just, that's what I'm saying. It has to be regulations. Men gonna be men. I've never tried to change a woman or a man. I don't give a fuck what nobody does. But it's just when people are not getting help because they've spent a good portion of their life exclaiming and pretending, posing, as goddamn posers. I'm like, listen, I don't need to lie about my goddamn life. I have lied before, but it's never been about my fucking life. I start with my goddamn life, and then I realized I had to stop because my life was definitely in a less richer environment, and I kept everything clean, everything was cool, but the environment was still fucked up, so it didn't really matter. And I wouldn't change any of it. But, you know what I mean? Shit's goofy, bruh. I ain't trying to run off at the mouth and shit. This shit ain't that deep, but it's like, you understand me. I want this to matter, what I'm doing now, even with this channel, not for my sake. Each time I start a stream, I always think to myself, what do I want? Why am I doing this? I always tell myself over and over again. I don't try to convince myself of shit. It is what it is. I gotta do it or I don't. Fuck. I don't need motivation from what's going on. I don't. Just what are we doing this for? It's very simple. I could find my own motivation out this shit. Like, why would I spend all my time just doing anything that's so mind numbing? It's like, what are we doing? That lamb and beans cooking in there, I smell that. Darn. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that. That's a fact. Yeah, my dog in here is sleeping. I can't move too fast, and every time I move, she jump out real quick. I'm like, you gotta chill. But yeah, I mean, I like to repeat certain sentiments if I'm coming across as clearly as I can. Goodness gracious. I'll put the timestamp in this one. This one is shorter, so I'll chill, but let's just do this.